What's up, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of Cooking with Chris. Today we have one of my favorites. We're gonna be cooking smash burgers. This one is near and dear to my heart. I ate this almost every single day and it took me from this right here and I lost about 35 pounds to this, okay? I know I'm cooking Filipino recipes, but this is one of the easiest go-tos. Cooks super quickly, really satisfying. That was the biggest thing for me. Really satisfying, keeps you full for a really long time. I'm gonna show you how easy it is to make this recipe. Try this out. I promise you're not gonna be disappointed. Let's get to know our ingredients. So we have our hamburger buns. I use these because they are only 120 calories. These have great macros, they're satisfying, and they keep you full compared to a normal hamburger bun, which has almost double the calories here. This is a brioche bun. I'm gonna use these today for sure. I'm gonna use these today though, just for show. I know the internet loves a good brioche bun, but this is what I used in order to lose the weight. So if you could find any type of hamburger bun, that's about 110 calories. I got these from Smart and Final. You can also find them at Aldi. And then the next thing that we're gonna need, again, the GOAT, 96.4 lean ground beef. The macros are incredible on lean ground beef like this. Almost pure protein, not a ton of fat. Then the next thing we're using, reduced price, butter lettuce. I know that's a little bougie, but it was on sale. It's a cooking show, but we're still balling on a budget. So just use regular lettuce. When I was cutting, I was just using regular lettuce. And then onions, this is optional. You don't always need onions, but I do enjoy having some red onion for that bite. And then some tomatoes for the extra juiciness, extra sweetness. These are great. And then the only other thing that you're gonna need is some cheese, whatever you prefer. If you want less calories, you can go ahead and not even use cheese. I'm sorry, there's a few more. And then just mustard and ketchup. So these are gonna be great additions. Mustard has no calories, you could slather it on there. Ketchup has a little bit more, so be careful when you're throwing this on there. And then just to season the beef, nothing crazy. Salt and pepper. Like I said, really easy, simple recipe. These are the ingredients. Let's go ahead and get started. First thing we're gonna do, we're gonna start off with our beautiful 96.4 lean ground beef. We're gonna go ahead, cut that open the top, and it's not gonna be complicated. It's not gonna be, I need to get an apron. It's not gonna be anything super fancy. We're just gonna go ahead and do like what we did last time when we were making the burger steaks. You're going to take just a little meatball sized amount of meat, looking just like that. We're just gonna take a meatball sized amount of meat like that and then press it between our hands and using our thumb to kind of shape it into a ball. We are not hot enough. All right, so we're heated up. That pan is nice and hot. What we're gonna do, hit it with some pan cooking spray. We're going to take our meatball that we made, right, that patty, just throw it down, squish it down a little bit. So what we're gonna do in order to make it a smash burger, you take your spatula, press it down, try to make it as thin as you can. That's gonna give you some crispy edges, gonna make it nice and delicious, give you some texture, although we're eating a really lean ground beef. Boom, 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 just like that. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. And then, I'm not gonna go in with some pepper. I'm gonna just hit it with a little bit of salt. It's a thin piece of meat. You don't need a ton or else it'll become over salted. That is perfect. Some just like that is all you need. And then after like 30 seconds, it's gonna start to tighten up. You're gonna see that little bit of blood on top, right? You're gonna see that blood starting to pool. Once you see that blood coming up, you see the edges turn a little gray, then we're gonna be good to just go ahead, sneak underneath, boom. Not quite enough color, so I let it hang out a little bit more, but we're just gonna go in, hit it with some salt, just like that. And that's how you make your smash burger, easy as that. And from there, we're gonna go ahead, just finish up this packet of patties, and then we're gonna go ahead and assemble. Really quick, I told you, easy, simple. It got me from fat to fit, really, really quick. Let me grab a plate, I need to plate this up. Again, welcome to our cabinet. Just like that. And if you want cheese, when you're doing this for a meal prep, look at that beautiful, 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 beautiful patty. But if you want cheese while you're doing this for a meal prep, I would throw the cheese on after, to be honest. Let's make another one. I would just throw the cheese on after. So what I would do, I would weigh these out, cooked. Go ahead, calculate that. Boom, meatball. Calculate that, and then know how much meat you're cooking with, how much meat you're eating for that meal, and then throw a piece of cheese on top of that afterwards. Makes it a lot easier to understand how much you're eating. Nice squished down meal. Oh yeah, beautiful. Easy, easy. So when you're doing this, honestly, like we're recording, so I'm slowing down, I'm talking a little bit, but when I did this and I was cutting, I would have like 2 pans going on the oven, and I would just knock out these burgers, trying to cook them as fast as I could. And it's pretty quick. Like I would multitask, I would make my food for the day. I would clean up the kitchen, whatever I needed to do. I would make other recipes. I'd be making videos while these were cooking. Just because all you had to do is throw it down and then just flip it once you see that blood and you're good. Pretty passive activity. Only thing, you'd be kind of washing your hands a little bit in between from burger to burger. That's okay. Keeping your hands as clean as possible. Nothing's wrong with that. Again, hit it with a light little bit of salt. Pull it once it's ready. What was that, like 5 minutes? We had 2 burgers done already. So it's easy, it's quick. Don't have to go crazy with it. We'll get this package finished out, and then we'll just go into prepping our lettuce, our tomatoes, our onions, and that's pretty much the whole thing. I don't know why I wanted to make a video on this, because that's all we're doing. It's easy as that. This could have been a short, but I love this burger so much, no lie, because it was just so reliable, and it's actually pretty hearty. Oh, my dog just scared me. She walked up and I got scared. It's actually pretty hearty, as in like when you're trying to lose weight and you're trying to meal prep, sometimes you have some meals that just don't satisfy your cravings, don't feel like you actually ate. Because when I was eating chicken, rice, broccoli, tilapia, stuff like that with just some potatoes, I was feeling miserable. This meal I actually would look forward to. Even though I'm not cutting anymore and I'm kind of like on a lean muscle gain phase, I still really enjoy having this meal because it's just so delicious. There we go. Guys, I'm telling you, you gotta make the smash burgers. Boom. Ho, 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 ho. I'm gonna say that. I said it, but I'm gonna say it again. I'm gonna finish up this packet of beef. We're gonna make our burgers, and then we'll go ahead. We're gonna hit the prep. All right. You know what? I'm back. We didn't finish cutting the prep yet, just because I wanted to talk to you guys a little bit more. Okay. So I was actually, when I was doing this, I used to form the patties. Let me clear this up a little bit. I used to actually just like form the patties by hand. Because I wasn't really making smash burgers, because in actuality I thought smash burgers were just kind of like an internet buzzword, but maybe the internet and their buzzwords are actually kind of good, because it's so much more efficient to smash it down instead of using my hand. So check me out. So look, this one's going right, boom, searing off. Not gonna get my hands dirty, don't have to make a meatball. I'm just gonna throw that one down. Look, it fell apart. That's okay. You know why? You're getting smashed anyways. Don't really matter, right? So we're gonna put these guys together. No dirty hand. And then pushing down like this. If you wanna use a dowel or something to give you a little bit more leverage, you can do that. But I'm just using my own weight and power. All right, boom. Perfect little patty right there. Season this side again. So we got it on a system. Hit that guy with some seasoning. Right, on a quick rotation, things are moving nicely. Let me get that out of the shot over there. And then look, this guy's done. I know I said last time get a thermometer. No thermometer needed. That's starting to pull at the top a little bit. We didn't even use any cooking spray. Nice little flippity-do onto that side, and then back to it. Rinsing and repeating. I was doing it wrong for like a whole year. That's a little bit big as a piece of smash burger patty, but oh god, that's a little steamy. Who cares? It's your burger. You can do what you want with it. You can make it hella big. You can make it hella small. We're gonna weigh it out at the end, so we don't have to be super precise here. Just like that, nice and smashed. Oh my gosh, this is beautiful. Oh, don't look there. Don't look there. Look at me. Look at me. Right here. Mine's right here. Don't look there. Good. Boom. That guy's good to go again. Just pull him off. And then we just go. We just go. Hit him with some salt. Light salt. Just like that. And then we go. This is awesome. I learned something today. I'm here supposed to be teaching you how to make some burgers, but I learned a little bit
about myself.
a little bit about smash burgers, and I think that's what's important. Good. Good flip. Hey, these don't have to be perfect little circles, perfect little patties. So we got the last patty going. I didn't stack these up nicely. They just look like that, but they're steaming. They're beautiful. They're gonna be delicious. If you want more seasoning, I understand. It's just salt. If you want more seasoning, throw more seasoning on there. I'm just keeping it real. Like, this is exactly what we did while we were meal prepping. Ooh, jumping around. This is exactly what we did while we were meal prepping, so that it was simple and it is real, right? This is exactly what we did. If you want to add garlic, onion powder, more black pepper, things like that, go ahead, do your thing. When you're just cooking a bunch on one single pan, it tends to burn. Like, this got a little burnt, but it made its way through for 2 pounds, and you know, it's a real cooking show. This is what we actually doing. So what we're gonna do next, I'm gonna set these aside. We don't need this anymore either. So we got our beautiful tomatoes right here. Again, don't need to do anything crazy with these. I like a very, let me wash this. This still got some package opening on this. So let me go ahead, scrub daddy it down. But like I said, the tomatoes, you know what? Let me wash these tomatoes too, just to be safe, just to be sure. Let me take a bath real quick in this sink right quick. Make sure we're safe, just to be sure. All right, so, maracas. So, I think a lot of people don't like tomatoes. Honestly, in my opinion, I think people just are eating tomatoes too thick. I think if they had like a beautiful thin sliced tomato and had like some nice salt and like pepper on it, like, I think people would enjoy tomatoes a lot more, you know? Really brings out that flavor when you have a little bit of salt and black pepper on your tomatoes. So on a normal burger, you can still weigh this out. You still want to make sure you're tracking your macros, but I find it just 3 or 4 very nicely thin sliced tomatoes. Like, that does the job, and that's all you need. And realistically, if I was meal prepping and I was at home and I'm just gonna eat 1 or 2 burgers, I would cut my tomato and then I would leave it like this, so that when I go for my next meal, I'll just cut a few more slices, a few more slivers, so that whole tomato doesn't go, not stale. So it doesn't get wrinkly and it loses that texture and the flavor from that tomato, okay? I don't want it to dry out. Again, like I told you guys, it's a real cooking show, so I'm gonna stop there. This is actually me cooking. Actually, Joanne's here. Joanne is gonna eat a burger. She's always here. So let me cut a few more, actually, so that we're not wasteful. Just like that. Beautiful. I know I had a few tomatoes. They're over there too. But that's, when you're cooking, that's all we're cooking, all right? That's all you need to do. So tomatoes, boom, off to the side. Plate that, take care of that later. For the red onion, same thing. For this beautiful, beautiful red onion, it's gonna be the same thing. You don't have to go crazy with how much you're prepping, because if you're actually doing this to lose some weight, you don't need a ton of onion. So I'm just gonna go ahead, I'm gonna peel back some of this rough onion skin. We went to Universal Studios and it's crazy how many bangers they have of movies. Like, realistically, they had like a wall Hall of Fame, and I know Disney is Disney, like, yeah, whatever. But Shrek 2, Shrek 3, a bunch of bangers. And then on top of that, they had Panda, Kung Fu Panda. They had How to Train Your Dragon. They had one more that I was like, man, this lineup is crazy. Oh, Shark Tales. You know the one with Will Smith when he is a little fish and he's trying to survive life. So with the red onions, again, I'm gonna save this. We don't need this whole onion cut up. Now you have a lot of little onion rings. This was not the best cut, but that's okay. Now we just have a lot of little onion rings. When I eat this, I just need like 2 or 3 of these. And sometimes I don't even need them either. I got Invisalign this year, and even if you eat some onion and you brush aggressively and enough, like it still lingers, and I don't like throwing my Invisalign on after that. So yeah, 2 to 3 rings, all you need. Set that aside, that's perfect. We're gonna go ahead, hit it with that bougie butter lettuce. I would never usually do that. I'm trying to act different because I'm cooking on this show now. Damn. Oh. Okay. So got the lettuce right here, and there's no prep. You just wet it and wash this dirt off of it. I don't know if it's overrated. I've only had it 2 other times, so I can't really say. I don't think this is a daily thing you just buy. That's an ugly piece. So if you're buying this all the time, kudos to you. You're probably in a different tax bracket than most people. Or you have a really nice garden. Probably a really nice garden. I'm trying to get there though. When I'm older, I do want to be able to have a garden where I can just grow my plants and then also just grow my herbs and have a beautiful like rose bed and not rose bed, what do you call it? I don't know what you call them. A rose garden, but then also an herb garden. I'm gonna flip this camera around so you guys can see. But we have a ton of plants. Literally right behind that camera, we have a ton of house plants. I didn't know that was a thing during I think I must have missed it. I was too busy being and fat eating Mexican food every day. And then, oh, blur out that word. Yeah, I think a ton of people got plants during that time. I didn't know that was a thing. But now, like, there's something about it where you just feel peaceful, you feel calm. Like, I always thought that was something, like gardening and planting, I thought that was something I was gonna do when I was like done with life. Like, when my kids have kids and like, you know, you kind of just see grandpa and they're just asking like, what do I do now? And it's like, how does grandpa stay busy? I think I would just be gardening. That's what I expected, but now I'm already starting to do all this plant stuff. It's pretty cool. I like it though. I think I'm pretty okay at it, you know? I think that's why I kind of like it. Let me show you the plants. Let me introduce you to the plants. It's our beautiful like Monstera wall, right? Pretty nice. We got the Thai constellation. That's like a rare one, a little more expensive. We have a big Monstera right here, Alocasia silver dragon. Let's go back. We could go all day about these. I do want to build a garden at home one day, and I don't know if San Diego is the best place to do that. So I always think about like, what if we move to the Philippines? What if we move to Malaysia or Indonesia and have this beautiful like backyard? And that's the dream though. That's the dream. We'll get there. Anyways, back to the burger. Back to our beautiful burger. So like I said, this burger's for the internet. So we're gonna use this bun. Realistically, this is like almost double the amount of calories compared to a normal burger, but that is okay. We're gonna do that right now for the thumbnail, things like that. Look at this guy. This guy got squished in transportation. He's a different guy. He's still awesome, but I think thumbnails are very, very important. And then, so again, we're not trying to add extra fat. We're not trying to add extra butter, anything like that. It's a clean table. Let me put these over here. Let me wipe this down. Wipe. So yeah, we're not trying to add, let me turn this back on a medium heat. We're not trying to add any extra butter while we're trying to do this weight loss process. We're not gonna butter these, I know, and there's not gonna be mayo on here. All we're going to do in a pan, honestly, you can use the same pan, that's totally okay. We're just gonna go ahead, take these pieces, beautiful brioche buns. We're gonna throw them into the pan just so they get slightly crispy, and then that's it. from there, after we do that, we're just gonna go ahead and assemble our burgers. For the meat, while we're doing this, if you want to, in order to get the cheese nice and melty, I know it's a little inefficient. We literally just cooked these burgers. We could have thrown cheese on there. Like I said, this is a real cooking show. This is a real lifestyle show of how you could lose weight. Oh, nice. A little too charred there. Let me turn that heat down. Like I said, it's a real show. So we're gonna weigh out our meat so that we understand how much we're eating and how much we need to track before we go ahead and throw the cheese on, okay? So I'm gonna do a double patty on both of these bad boys. Boom, 4 ounces. Beautiful, 4.4. And then you're just gonna go ahead, grab the beautiful cheese. Grab 1 slice of beautiful cheese. I know my meat is 4.4, and we're gonna hit them with a chef mic. Just like that. Just for about 30 seconds so that it melts. Let's check out our buns. Nice and crispy. We're gonna go ahead, throw on the other buns on there. So now I know burger 1 is gonna be 4.4, all right? And then burger 2, oh, we don't even need 30. We had 17 seconds on that. So burger 2, we'll weigh that out. Let's assemble burger 1. So I'm gonna be right here with it. So burger 1, we're gonna go ahead. I don't know the specific order of all these things, so please be kind. I don't know what the order for a normal hamburger is, but we're gonna hit it like that. Boom. Actually, I worked at Jersey Mike's. We did meat and cheese, onion, lettuce, tomato right after. So that's okay with me. Okay, boom. Nice and crispy on those guys. Let me turn this off, and then we can start weighing out our other side, our other burger. And you just remember. So that one was 4.4. We're at 4.0 for this one. And then we'll hit it with a beautiful piece of cheese. Chef mic it up. We'll finish off the 13. We'll get 15 on there. So we have that. Hit it first with the onions right here with it. Onion, we got 4 on there. Then we'll hit it with a beautiful piece of butter lettuce. Boom, and then we'll hit it with 3 perfectly thin sliced pieces of the tomate. Beautiful. And then mustard. You know who that is? Oh God. So look, this mustard, I actually use it. Look, it's pretty worn, you know what I mean? Mustard has no calories, so do we have to weigh it out? No, we'll be all right. I like a good amount of mustard. I like that sourness. Even when I was a kid, I got in this eating contest with this kid named Hammy in my brother's like tennis, because everyone's just excited today. I got in this eating contest with this kid named Hammy, and I had to be like, me and my mom still talk about this. I had to be like 6 years old, and I had an Island's Big Wave burger, one of those humongous burgers. Remember, I was a kid, and it had a ton of mustard, and I loved it. And I beat that guy in the eating contest. He couldn't finish his food, and then I went in and I ate all of my burger, every little piece. I remember the bun, you know, when your food kind of falls out and you lose a little bit of that meat and you just have bun at the end. Even that little piece of bun, I finished everything. Ho ho. And that is it, my friend. That is our smash burger. Let's go ahead, let's assemble this other one really quickly. Back to it. Beef, cheese, onion, lettuce, tomato, really fast. Like when I'm prepping and trying to make my food or Joanne's food all at the same time, it's like that. We're not spending too much time on it. We're just throwing ingredients together. Again, butter, lettuce for the internet. Why not, right? Boom, throw it on just like that. This one got 5 tomatoes. You're lucky day. Hit it with a little bit mustard. Boom, like that. Oh shoot, let me just weigh out the bun. We'll throw it on the bun, then we'll cap the sandwich. And then also, if you are allowed the extra calories, Throw some mayo on there. Why not? Throw some mayo. Throw some extra cheese. Do whatever makes you happy. Oh, sorry, that's my paper towel. So my thing doesn't move around. But yo, I am the fry cook. SpongeBob SquarePants. Who? What? Let me come around. Let me come around. But guys, look at that. Oh my God. You know what I'm talking about? Right? So again, this burger helped me lose 25 pounds, more than 25 pounds, 35 pounds. And let's take a bite. This is it. It's delicious. Honestly, if you had 2 big burgers like this at like In-N-Out or Carl's Jr., you'd approach your daily intake. You'd probably be close to like 1,500, 2,000 calories if you had a double like this. The brioche bun is different. I'm not gonna lie. Again, I did this so it would look good for a thumbnail. Usually I was eating this. But when I had 2 burgers like this, depending on the patty size, it was usually about like 500 calories. So it's a ton of food, super satisfying, super delicious. I promise, you gotta try this out. That's gonna make losing weight too easy, all right? Thanks for watching. If you didn't watch the last burger video, we just made burgers last week. We made Jollibee burger steaks. Check that out. And I will see you guys in the next one. Hold on, let me get Joanne so she could try it. We've been eating these like every day, so it's not gonna be like a crazy reaction, but let me get it real quick. Let me get it.
Cheers.
Cheers. Bigger bun, brioche bun. I used it for the internet instead of our usual ones. But this helped me lose 35 pounds and this brought you down about 25, right? 20, 25 pounds. Super easy, super delicious, super satisfying, right? I keep saying satisfying, but like satisfying in the sense like it just keeps your belly full. Like when we eat, honestly, I say it all the time, when we have rice while we're cutting, rice, I feel like it just makes you hungrier. You just want to eat more rice, you want to eat more ulam, more like whatever meat and sauce you're eating with it, but this is the way to go. You hungry today? No, you're not fat. We used to be, hold on. Before we started eating this, we used to be so big. Like we thought we were fit. Like I was the gym guy and I thought I was fit. And even my friends, like after we saw the transformation, they're like, dang Chris, we didn't even know you were that fat. And I was like, I didn't even know I was that fat either. We'll throw up a picture right here of me in Bali. And after after I lost the weight, I was like, holy cow, I was huge. But in Bali, yeah, they said I had the ideal body type. They just like bigger bodied people.
Looks like Buddha.
No.
Okay, bye.
Awesome. Well, this is the weight loss smash burger. Try this out, I promise. This is gonna really help you get to your goal. Save this and share this. Comment the next thing you want me to make. Your favorite meal that you'd like me to cook a healthy version of. Call your best friend, tell them you love them. Call your mom, tell her you love her. I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace out. Too good. Bye.